welcome to the Power Zone Sports Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about
Houston has a lead in the World Series.
Please like and subscribe, and I'm going to give this podcast to my brother.
So this World Series has the potential to be a historic one, with both Houston representing the American League after they beat the Yankees in 7 games, and then the Dodgers after they outlasted the Cubs in 5 games in the World Series. Both these teams had won 100 games in the regular season. LA won 104 games. Houston won 101 games on the season. And what a World Series it's been so far. First game for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor on the first pitch in the bottom of the first inning hit a home run. First pitch he saw in the World Series went for a home run. And the Dodgers ended up winning the first game. Ended up winning the first game 3-1. And then the second game, Astros came alive in the extra innings, a 7-6 win in 11 innings for the Houston Astros, stealing one on the road. And then game 3 in Houston, the Astros got the win 5-3. And suddenly this series is a 2-1 lead in favor of the Astros, and we'll see. Certainly by this time next week, there will be a World Series winner. We'll see who that turns out to be. But very exciting for those of us who love the game of baseball. Baseball needs to have great World Series games year after year, and especially after the epic series of last year where the Cubs finally broke through. It's good for the game when these long droughts are broken, and it's good for the fans when these long droughts are broken, and it's a good thing to celebrate a long drought finally being vanquished. And that's what the Cubs did last year. That's what the Dodgers are looking for, their first World Series championship since '88. Houston has never won a World Series. So there was another Thursday night football game, and the Thursday night football game was a blowout. It was not particularly close or competitive again, and that's why Thursday night football should frankly be abolished. It's only times it would be acceptable to have games on Thursdays would be for maybe the season opener and maybe Thanksgiving, and maybe that's about it. But Thursday night football being on a regular basis gives both of the teams that are competing in them a short week to get ready for the game. And because there's a short week, not as much time to prepare for the opponent, a lot of these games have not been close or competitive. Thursday night football is a bust, and it needs to go away. And yeah, I'm going to try to get the podcast going on, if it's not up by, it's either going to be up on Friday nights or Saturdays. There's probably going to be the days that the podcast will be done. But now that I've gotten that off my chest about how Thursday night football is bad for the game, let's go over the games and my predictions for the games on Sunday. Week 8 of the NFL season, already halfway through the NFL season. So, on the games on Sunday, first up on the NFL schedule, we got the Vikings at the Browns, and so I'm going to go with the Vikings to beat the Browns, and Cleveland's losing ways continue. They took their last game to overtime, but they lost 12-9 on a field goal. Falcons taking on the Jets. I'm going to go with the Falcons to get the win. Panthers at the Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers to get the win. 49ers at the Eagles. I'm going to pick the Eagles to get the win. Bears at the Saints. I'm going to pick the Saints to get the win. Chargers at the Patriots. I'm picking New England to get the win. Raiders at the Bills. I'm picking the Raiders to get the win. The Colts at the Bengals. I'm picking the Bengals to get the win over the Colts. Texans at Seattle. I'm picking the Texans to get the win. Cowboys at the Redskins. And I'm picking Dallas to get the win in Maryland over the Redskins. Steelers at the Lions. And I'm picking the Steelers to get the win on Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football. Broncos at the Chiefs divisional matchup in the AFC West, and Kansas City has lost their last 2 games. I'm predicting that the Chiefs get the win, their losing streak ends, and Kansas City will get the win on Monday night.
Thanks for listening to the Powers on Sports podcast. Please like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter link will be in the description. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time at the next podcast. Bye!